Hello everybody, Nancy here at Coastal Skincare Video Magazine. Today we are going to talk about fitness and how you can best use a workout program for success. One of the biggest questions I've ever had, I did women's wellness consultations for about a decade. One of the biggest questions and most commonly asked questions I would ever get was, is it okay to break up my workout into smaller segments as opposed to just one big workout? Is it okay? No, and yes, both. And let me explain it. I'm going to go into two different areas. One is going to be your body conditioning and your strength building, and the other is going to be the aerobic side of your workout. Body conditioning, strength building, targeted body work, if you will, whatever it is that you're doing, reps and sets, okay? You should be doing stretches without fail, stretch before, stretch during, stretch after. You should be adding yoga to your life every single day. This should all be part of your routine. And then you should have a definite number of upper, core, and lower reps that you are doing. Let's just say your goal, okay, Monday through Friday is 50, upper, core, lower. Okay, for those of you who work out a lot, this is kind of meaningless. But for those of you who don't, 64%, I just got the number recently. I'll look it up and I'll get a link on that one for the study that's just been done. 64% of America does not work out at all. I can tell you, out of that 36% that does, they're either doing things wrong or it's on and off, okay? It's a very small percentage of America that is actually working out correctly and consistently. It just isn't the norm, unfortunately. But, you know, there's still hope we can change that and make it the norm. Okay, your targeted body or your strength building segment, which will be your reps. This is where you've got your, you're stretching up and you've got your core work and you've got your lower, okay? Let's say it's 50-50-50 plus yoga plus stretching, okay? And with that stretching, should be stretching your lungs. You need to, raise up and then down, okay? This is what you should be doing every single day. That should be doing every day. 5 days a week, do your regular workout. The reason why it's not a good idea, okay? The reason why it's not a good idea is because the longer you stay with your routine, the longer you stay engaged, the more fat you burn, okay? And of course, that's going to spill over into the aerobic side of it. The longer you stay on that treadmill or that elliptical, the more fat you burn, plain and simple. This is where it gets, kind of on a fence, you might want to say, because the fact is, it's better to split it up instead of 50-50-50 plus stretching, doing 20-20-10 or 25-25, whatever you can do, because then you may stay with it and not quit. And that's what 80%, 90%, maybe more, I have to say, a higher even percentage of the women that I have coached, the women I've talked to, who begin an exercise routine or add to their exercise routine, do not stick with it in the long run. Long run means forever. Most of them don't. And 6 months later, it's probably anywhere from 85 to 95% have given up, or it's being done, kind of sporadically. They're not staying with it. You have to find a way to do that. That's the most important. So as a professional, I have a certificate in, fitness and nutrition, yoga, aerobics. I am certified all the way up to and including master trainer through Expert Rating, okay, which is a wonderful company. And I know my stuff, okay? However, as that, I'm going to tell you, no, you're not going to get the most out of it. Do you need to get the highest amount out of it? No. What you need to do is stick with it first, okay? You need to crawl before you walk and walk before you run, and maybe some of you will never run. Some of you will get from crawling to walking, and that's it. Okay, in other words, you may not even get to 50 reps, upper core, lower, 5 times a week. You may do 25, you may do 30. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with that. 2 of those days should include weights that are appropriate for you and your level. Okay, there is the 12 rep test. Okay, if you do curls with a weight, tuck that elbow in and do some curls. Okay, if you can comfortably, 11, 12, it's too light. But if you're struggling, 5, you should never have to do that. Okay, you need to go down. Okay. Once again, because I do have training, never, ever, 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 ever begin anything unless you have a doctor's approval. If you have health problems, click out of here. I'm not talking to people who have health issues, injuries, etc. I can't help you with that. I'm not a medical person, and I am not a physical therapist. I have training in fitness and nutrition for healthy people. Okay, that's my target right there. You have to be healthy and capable, and that's fine. Last but not least, with aerobic, is it better to do, let's say, 3 30-minute sessions than to do 5 10-minute sessions? Yes. I'd have to go with the 30-minute, which would give you 90-minute, of course, and let's say 10, let's say 15-minute. Let's get to 90. Let's do 15, because so now you have not quite 90, you got 75. Let's go to 20 even. Yes, it's better to do those 3 30s, okay, than even 20 minutes, because now you're going to have 100 minutes in 5 days as opposed to 90. It's better for those 3 30s because of what I mentioned about the fat burning advantage. The longer you stay engaged, the longer you keep doing this on the elliptical, or you keep whatever you're doing on your stair climber, whatever you're doing. If people use stair climbers, they still do some. Whatever you're doing, you're out there running, walking, jogging, swimming. You need to stay actively engaged. Keep going for 30 minutes. When you are at that level, okay, and you can do that, better 3 times a week than 25 times a week. Okay, if you don't like doing 33 times a week, that's something else too. There's the like factor in here. I don't like doing that. I prefer my 20-minute session because in 20 minutes you go through this. There may be a circuit you're doing of some kind. Maybe, well, listen, I walk down to the corner, a store, a convenience store, and I grab a bottle of water and I come back, and that loop takes me 20 minutes. Great. You like that loop. You like doing that. Going further and then coming around, you don't like. Okay? So listen, I like that walk. It's good for me. Then absolutely stay with that. Okay? That's the most important thing that you can do for yourself, is to stay with it. Make permanent changes, and you will be, you'll be in great shape. Okay, that is, Nancy's pep talk for this session, and I will see you next time. Thank you.